Hello everyone. We already have a ton of people in here somehow. I have not done a stream in a really long time, maybe like a year. So that's kind of amazing. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. We got a whole lot of stuff to cover today. Thank you so much for joining, though. Wow. Okay, let me just before we get started here, let me do a brief explainer as to what the heck we're going to do today and what we're going to cover. So, first things first, I held a challenge in April, if you didn't know, called the 1024 Challenge. This challenge was a modeling contest where you had to model a character model that was 1024 triangles or less with textures that are 1024 pixels or less. You could use one texture for the main body and one for the face. And I allowed entries across Blue Sky, as you can see here, across Twitter and Discord, which if this will ever load, it might not. This is dangerous. I should stop. So today, my goal is to go through all the 1024 challenge entries on Blue Sky, and this is full disclosure, I am not announcing winners today, okay? That is not the goal of this stream. I will later be announcing winners in a dedicated YouTube video. This is just to kind of go over and appreciate all the amazing entries you all gave me, because holy guacamole, this is Blue Sky alone, and it's like 1 billion trillion entries. This is where I got the least amount of entries, which is why I'm starting with it. So that's kind of crazy. So before we even start, just thank you so much for the amazing level of like interactivity and engagement we had on this challenge. It's awesome. I completely blew my expectations out of the water. So thank you so much for joining the stream today. Thank you for joining the challenge. And yeah, it's been kind of crazy to see the amazing outpouring of support, and I really appreciate it. So thank you so much. My goodness, there's so many people here already. Persona OST, yes. We are all winners because we got to do cool art. So true, Dems. So true, Dems. That's the other thing I really want to highlight here is that, yeah, I'm gonna do my best to talk about entries today, and eventually I am going to announce winners to this challenge. But this challenge was never about winning in the first place. Like, even if you went through this challenge, it was painful, you didn't finish it on time, or you're not at all happy with what your final product looked like, you have done something truly amazing, and I mean this genuinely. You've done something amazing that 99% of people will never do, which is they went beyond tutorial hell of, being stuck in YouTube tutorials or just following YouTube tutorials, or maybe not even following along with them directly, just kind of watching them. You went above and beyond, and you made something that you can truly call your own, which is a huge deal. So I really want to stress that. Like, we're going to have some entries today. We're going to look over some things, a lot of things, as a matter of fact. But it's so amazing to everyone who was able to submit a model to this challenge, because making a 3D model is really difficult. It's not easy. Making a 3D model is really hard. Texturing a 3D model is even harder. Rigging a 3D model is even harder. Like, it's mind-blowing that this many people were able to go through the entire stage of 3D creation. A lot of new people who have not done this before. Some of these people are absolutely experienced artists, don't get me wrong. But still, it's been amazing to see. So thank you so much for all the entries, everyone. This has been just a truly amazing challenge. So thank you so much. And yeah, we're gonna get right into this. The real rewards were the cool art we made along the way. So true, Sparrow. So true. Might there be another challenge? Yes, I do plan on. I absolutely want to do another 3D modeling challenge at some point here. When? I don't know, but we definitely want to do another 3D modeling challenge. Probably around the same time next year, if I had to guess. I'm definitely going to improve the rules and stuff like that, because there's definitely some issues on my end of explaining the rules and how these things actually worked, what you could do, what you couldn't do, that I could do better next year. But yeah, definitely want to do another 3D modeling challenge at some point in the future, probably next year. And I absolutely want to do an animation theme challenge at some point here. But yes, I think we're just going to get straight into it here because holy moly, this is going to take all day. So first of all, we're going to talk about this submission by Cobalt Velvet. And I'm just going to open this in a new tab. Does that work? That looks fine. All right, cool. I really love this submission. This is super awesome. The way they did the texturing here. And I like how the back is also textured and detailed here as well. Because for a lot of these low poly models, you know, you're not actually going to see the back very often. And I love these like insignias and designs here and how it's consistent across their body. This is a really cool submission. This is one of the really early submissions too. They made this so fast. So huge shout out to Cobalt Velvet for that submission because that's awesome. So yeah, that's our first entry today that we're going to look over. Next up, I don't think this person was in the Discord server, but this is really, really cute. I believe this is based off of the Rusk VR cheat avatar, but it's a low poly version, obviously. And it looks super cute. I love how this looks. I love the texturing. I love the little detailing in the clothes and everything. And the little cone hat, super, super cute. A little fish in the hair. And how the eyes turned out. Very, very cute stuff. Love how that one turned out. And if we're gonna go fast, if it seems like I'm going fast here, I'm sorry, but I kind of have to, or else we would be doing like 10 live streams over the course of a year. So we're gonna have to kind of keep up the pace here a little bit, but we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna be real fast paced today. This submission is by I'm gonna mess this up. Al Lucuro. I'm gonna say Al Lucuro. This is awesome. Look at this pixelated texturing and this like very strong lighting here and shadow work. This is just fantastic. Really love how this turned out, especially this, did I do this already? I'm gonna mute Firefox just in case there's audio because I don't want to get my stream muted. But look at this turnaround. This turned out fantastic. And again, this was another super early on entry, which is really fantastic. Great character design, really, really nice texturing, and really nice lighting here. So this is another fantastic entry. How do we have 100 viewers? You guys are crazy. That's insane. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. So yeah, there's that entry, another fantastic entry, super cool stuff. Again, if we're moving quickly here, it's because we have to. Next up is by Tagger, and this is Slenderman, low poly 3D Slenderman. And this turned out super, super cool. I think one of the most interesting parts of this entry is that in their turnaround drawing, they drew little points where rigging controls would be, which I don't think I've ever seen before. That's pretty creative. I like that. Up to and including like the fingers here, that's pretty cool. And it turned out great. Very cool model. I really like how the face texturing turned out here, where this is like kind of shaded a little bit more. And yeah, another really fun entry to the 1024 challenge. We did get it. That's another thing that I was like really surprised by with this challenge is just the sheer variety. Not everyone is like me and just wants to make, you know, super cute anime girls all day. They actually want to do other stuff, as it turns out, which is really awesome. So yeah, that's another really cool entry here. And next up, are we going to review all, or is this just a filtered list? So Megalohorse, this is just going to be, and I explained this earlier, but there's a lot of people who are jumping in, so it's good to talk about it again. This is just going to be Blue Sky entries today. In fact, I don't even know if we're going to get through all the Blue Sky entries today, because we have a crap ton of submissions to go through. But yes, this is going to just be Blue Sky entries. I have other pages that we can't see to the left here where I compiled together all the Blue Sky entries, all the Twitter entries, and all the Discord entries. We will probably just do another stream in the near future here, so make sure you turn on notifications on YouTube here so you don't miss those. So yes, then this is the next entry by Pixelbird, or just Pixel, and this one is also super cute. It's kind of gotten absolutely decimated by Blue Sky compression, which is not their fault, but it's very, very cute alien girl model. I really, really like the texturing here on the face. That's so cute. Love that. And unfortunately, yes, I do have to mute the audio here, but still very, very cute stuff. I like the editing. Love this character design, love this texturing, super cute, super fun character. Super cute. And again, this was another one that, if I'm remembering correctly, yeah, April 11th, this is early on in the challenge. I was expecting maybe 10 submissions total, maybe 15, at most 20, and that most of them would be submitted at the last second, but people went crazy. It was amazing. It's amazing to see. Ooh, okay. Gotta show off Pizza Night. This is definitely like, this one has won my heart in the design category. It's so cute. It's so simple. He's got a pizza slice for a shield. He's got a little pizza on his hat. Come on, that's awesome. This is such a great design. This is such lovely texturing. Look at the little highlights on the helmet here. Let me go back. Yeah, right here. Look at all these highlights on the helmet, the highlights on the sword. It looks super clean, really simple, fun design here. I love how massive the sword is. It's fantastic. I love how Pizza Night turned out. Is another just really, really great entry that I really, really dig. That's another thing about this challenge that was just so fun. Just see the variations in like character design, because I expected a lot of entries to kind of be like Pizza Night here, where they're kind of not simplified, but the characters, you know, they have big heads. They have a design that kind of is like very loud, but not all of them are like that, and they turned out really, really good, as we'll see in a bit. So awesome entry. Love Pizza Night. This one's actually in the thumbnail. A lot of these are in the thumbnail. I just kind of submitted whatever ones had a clean background to the thumbnail, honestly. Sorry if you didn't get in. I ran out of room very quickly. But this one is fantastic. Look at the texturing here. It's so clean. This feels very, very Mega Man Legends to me. I love the sharpness of the transitions here, and the character design itself and the colors. This one turned out fantastic. And again, under 1024 triangles, which is really, really nice. So really, really clean modeling here and awesome texture work. I do love how this turned out. So another great entry. That is by Tobin. Did I say the name of Pizza Night? I'm so sorry. This is Robin Rodriguez. Lovely entry. Did I see your name? Yeah, I did say your name. Okay, great. Holy shit. Holy shoots. I haven't streamed in a long time. My bad. This is a Christian stream. This one is by Isuzu. Yes, Isuzu. Low poly model for the 1024 challenge. A goddess of dreams who travels to the dream world to eliminate bad dreams. And again, super cute. Very simple model. I do like how very pixelated it is. Very fun retro style to do for these kind of 3D models. It feels very, how do I describe this? It definitely feels like straight out of like a video game from either the N64 or PS1. That's super fun. Very fun, simple character design. And I love the eyes here. So great job, Isuzu. Very cool. Lovely texture work. So next up, again, I have to go fast here in order to get through these entries. So we're just gonna keep going. This one is by George. I'm gonna assume that's how you pronounce your name. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. This is their OC, and this is so cute. She turned out adorable. I like the lighting here too, because I don't typically light my low poly models, but when you do, they have such a crunchy look to them that I actually do like, depending on the art style. So, and this one definitely works. I really do like how this turned out. Super cute textures here. Look at all these different expressions too. We're not even seeing all of them. That's awesome. Very cool. I love how simplified the hands are here too. Oh, and the eye texture is really pretty as well. This one turned out super clean, super nice. And I love the use of a gradient here on the sweater. That's nice. Very nice. And again, you don't have to get super complicated for something to look really great, like the shoes here. Very low poly and basically one color, but they still look really good. So yeah, another great entry. And it looks like they're using a lot of gradients here. That's such a great way to make a low poly model pop when you have a slight gradient on your texture. Either I think I shared this in one of my videos, but gradients are such a great way to add a three-dimensionality to low poly, and this looks fantastic. So another great entry by George. I hope that's pronounced your name. Sorry about that. Then we have Javi's submission. It's in the Patreon Discord, I believe. And this is great. This has sound, which we're not going to hear, unfortunately. But was this your first model, Javi? Let me see. I'm not sure, but Javi's made so many more recently, and they've all been fantastic stuff. And this is super cute as well. I like the I didn't even notice the detailing on the shirt until now. That's so cute. Love that. Just a super fun character design. I love the colors and how simple it is. It's awesome. Another wonderful entry by Javi. We're gonna keep going here. Oh, thank you, Notion, for completely resetting my position. That's so awesome of you. Oh my god. Oh, we're fine. There we go. Next one's by Looney Metal. And this is another character model. I have to click on this because Notion hates me. And it'll probably reset my position. I really like the textures on this one as well. So fun. Very fun. And it looks like there's actually, I'm noticing this now, like a, what's the word for that? Screen dot effect on their legs. Is that in the texture or a shader? Oh, it's actually in the texture. That's fun. I like that a lot. And I like how the face texture turned out here as well. That's cool. Very cool stuff. Very cool. I would have loved to participate, but was busy with school exams. Hope you organize something like this again. Absolutely. I will definitely do another modeling challenge at some point in the future. Probably not this year, unfortunately. AK-47, but yes, that is absolutely the plan for sure. And yes, let's keep going here. I'm sorry I'm not able. Let me check up on chat a little bit here. Screen tones are very fun to work with. Absolutely, they're so fun. Dithering, yeah, exactly, Taxi. So yeah, really great submission by Looney Metal. We're gonna keep going here because again, we have so many to get through here. We're not even gonna finish it if I don't keep going. So this one is by Stormy. And this one turned out awesome. Look at the... I love the texturing here. And this one, to me, reads more like a N64 model than a PS1. It's just really nice. I really like the gradients here and the face texture and the expression in particular. Like, that just turned out so fantastic. I think when I see a model and I see like a face texture like this, to me it reads more like N64 because of the... Yeah, and it says right here, the texture is like 1012 by 10, or excuse me, 512 by 512. So it's slightly lower resolution than the requirement. So that's probably why it reads a little bit more N64-like to me, but it looks fantastic. Really great character and really great character design, Stormy. Very cool stuff. Really like that submission. This one is by Mother Lyra, who I believe is in the chat right now. So everyone say hi to Mother Lyra because this is such a fantastic submission. This is one of those submissions you look at and you're like, okay, this is definitely not this person's first rodeo, but still, this is exceptionally clean stuff. Look at the texturing here and the sheer amount of detail on every single part of this character, and this like fully bespoke animation that's just fantastic. I love all the different facial expressions as well. Really feels like the texture space was like extremely well used here as well. Like there's not an inch where you can't see, where you can see something that wasn't used. Like each and every pixel of this texture is going towards giving this character as much detail as possible in a really appealing way. And I guess you have two bespoke animations here because you got the walk and this one. So this is just a fantastic submission by Lyra. So fantastic work here. This is just exceptional stuff. Awesome stuff. And I believe they had 2 submissions for the challenge, which is kind of crazy. But yes, we're going to keep going. And Notion has reset my position once again because it hates me. So we're going to open this in a new tab. This one's great. This one's by Moxie Platinum. Really like this one. Like, geez, I love this kind of texturing style. I will say, Moxie, if you'll allow me a little bit of critique, it looks like you're using the Ajax color space, and oh, you definitely are, because that's what your texture looks like, but this is what it looks like in Blender. So this is going to be something that at least half the people in this chat already know, but for those who don't, does this look right? Okay, yeah, we can demonstrate with this. Let me pull this out so you can actually see this. So for those who don't know, in Blender, if you go to your render properties and the color management, can we see this on stream? Let me scoot this up just to make it absolutely sure we can see that on stream. All right, there we go. So if you don't know, in Blender, there's a color management tab right here where you can change your view transform. And by default, in Blender, there's boring technical reasons for this, but it uses AGX, not standard, which is what I have right now. If we click on AGX right here, my colors get extremely washed out, because this is a fantastic view transform for realism, but it's terrible for what we like to do here, let's be honest, which is more stylized stuff. So if you change this from Ajax to standard, you get so much life and color back into your model. So everyone who submitted this challenge, I saw this quite a bit actually, unfortunately, where people submitted entries with Ajax or Filmic rather than standard. Make sure before you're if you're doing this kind of stylized work where you have textures that are made by hand, change your view transform over to standard. Thankfully, it sounds like Blender is going to have a render engine that's dedicated to stylized NPR stuff like this, so this will eventually be a thing of the past, but just something to keep in mind here. With that said, though, this submission looks fantastic. I really like how you can see the turnaround drawing here, where the level of detail, there was definitely a lot of planning that went into this, but the sheer level of detail definitely increased in the actual texture and 3D model here. So yeah, another great submission, this time by Moxie Platinum. Fantastic stuff. How do people make texture maps like that? So, who asked that question? Ashley Bell. To make texture maps like that, or let me show you this character's texture map. Image editor. So this is the texture for Ratsune here. So her texture was made using Photoshop, honestly. I just use Photoshop, but you can also use any painting program you like. You could use Clip Studio Paint. You could use Photoshop clone I really like called, what is it called again? It's not UC Paint. Whatever, you can basically use any painting application you'd like to make textures like that, which does kind of require a little bit of drawing skills from you, but honestly, I think that's a fantastic skill to learn anyway. If you're looking to make your own characters, is to learn a little bit about drawing. Every time you improve your level of drawing ability, you're going to improve your texturing ability, you're going to improve your character designs. It's just like a very safe thing to like invest your skill set into. But yeah, so that was Moxie Platinum's entry. Next up, gonna go to Mecca Lead's entry. Okay. And this is the turnaround drawing. This was also super cool entry. Really like the animated texture on the cape here. We saw a few entries like that where we saw like animated textures used in very specific ways. That's awesome. People really like going above and beyond sometimes like that. It's lovely to see. And I really like the texturing and overall style here. Those Gurren Lagann style sunglasses, super fun stuff. Very cool. And you can see there's so much detail in the texture here. So fantastic entry by Mecca Lead. Super cool stuff. There's even more pictures down here. Very cool. I like the texture on the sword there as well. Awesome. Very cool entry by Mecca Lead. Next up, we're going to keep going because we got so much to go through here. We got Noctis's entry. This is for their VTuber model. And I heard in the Discord that there is an Among Us in here somewhere. I kid you not. I don't know where. But this is what I've heard. So if you want to go frame by frame in this video and find the Among Us, let me know. But yeah, I always love seeing people make VTuber models in this low poly style. Super cool stuff. It's an awesome entry by Noctis here. Very cool stuff. And there's even more images right here. Fantastic. Ajax and View Transform is most commonly used for filmic rendering such photorealistic renders. Standards is indeed very good for stylus and NPR. Yep, absolutely. You're right on, AK47. I need to like make a community post about that because, man, it's probably like one of the most common beginner mistakes I see for people that post this kind of stuff online, which sucks. But thankfully, I think it'll eventually be a problem of the past here. This is another entry by Como Bungus. That is a fantastic name, by the way. I always love seeing creature stuff. That's, again, I don't know the kind of stuff that my audience is into, so when I do see stuff like this, it makes me really happy because there's such a crazy level of diversity in the entries here. That's really, really awesome. And I love the texturing here. Very, very cool. And I like how you took the helmet off for this wireframe view. That's fun and helpful because we get a really good idea of what your topology looks like. So that's awesome. Very, very cool stuff. Great entry by Como Bungus there. Oh, and reset my position again. I love it when you do that, Notion. It's so cool. Next up, we have this submission by RDD97. And this one is underrated. I love the texturing here. Look how simple this is, but it looks nice. It's very, very nice, especially this head texture right here. Oh, I really, really love this character design. And this execution is really nice. So it's a very, very nice entry by RDD97 here. Look at this texture here. So simple, but it looks great. So very nice entry once again here. We're gonna keep going. Oh my god, 127 viewers, you all are insane. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Just a quick update for those who are just joining now. We're going through all the entries I got in my 1024 modeling challenge I ran recently, which was just a challenge where we have to make a character model with 1024 triangles or less and using a texture that's 1024 pixels or less. There's a video on this channel about it, but yes, let's go to the next entry by, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I might mispronounce your name here, Kale Ed. I'm so sorry, I cannot pronounce that name properly, I'm so sorry about that, but this is a fantastic entry, Columbia, and it looks so clean, so nice, really nice texturing here, really nice color work. I like the face texture as well. And like, this is complicated stuff, right? It's not easy to get this under 1024 triangles. Like, this is a very ambitious choice for a 1024 challenge. But I see some really cool reuse of texture space for things like the cloth here and really cool drapery as well in this texture detail. Like, that's awesome. Very cool stuff. So it's a very nice interest and very nice entry of their character Columbia there. I'm gonna drink some water so my voice doesn't give out on me, and then I'll check up on the chat here. 1 second. Oh, you're gonna hear this, I'm so sorry. All right. Yeah, this is super impressive that it's under 1024. Real, absolutely. Super cool stuff. But yeah, it's another fantastic entry there. We're gonna keep moving on because what are we, like 20% of the way through? Not even 15%. 15%, by the way, of 1 out of 3 pages, and this is the smallest. So, holy moly. Next up, we have a post, a character by Michaela. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I am definitely not pronouncing your name correctly. I am so sorry about that. But this is a fantastic entry. Like, the moment this was submitted, and I believe this was actually pretty early on, April 22nd, not super early on, at least on Blue Sky, but this was just a breathtaking entry. This is amazing stuff, like the level of texture detail in the hair, the way this is all rendered, and the design of this. Like, this is such a unique painterly style that I almost never see in low poly stuff like this. Like, this is just incredible. I love the way this face texture was rendered as well. just absolutely fantastic stuff. And the pose of this character overall, and the detailing and the legs and the hands, this is just phenomenal, phenomenal stuff. And look how much detailing's in the rose right there, like just utilizing the texture space so well. And again, this is clearly someone, if you go through their page, they're absolutely an experienced artist for sure. But man, that's some unbelievable texturing and modeling work right here. So absolutely love this entry. So fantastic submission there as well. You'd love to see that. This entry is the one that I think Melon earlier in the chat asked who made this. This was made by Walader, yes, Gold Walader. And this is beautiful. Look at how clean this texturing is. Look at the, the character design, the color choices here, all the little like pixelated leaves flowing around them. Just an awesome composition, awesome character model, awesome textures here. This just turned out fantastic. I love the pose here as well. Oh, there's even a turnaround. I forgot about this. So you can really appreciate all the texture detail here. Look how good that hat looks too. So low poly, yet so detailed. That's what I love about this kind of stuff, man. That's so cool. Fantastic stuff. That's just awesome. So yeah, that's another absolutely fantastic submission here by Goad. So thank you so much for submitting this. Thank you everyone for submitting your models. This is amazing, amazing stuff. But yes, we're gonna keep going here. Gonna keep up the pace. Inspirational for low-res textures, such great use of resources. Absolutely. That's a great use of low-resolution texturing. It doesn't even feel low. It's so cool. So cool. This is an interesting entry right here, because I think, as far as I know, this is the only submission that was actually created in Blockbench, so it's very cool to see. Just asking in for earlier, I think I might have to pull the trigger on the paid version of the course right before the price increase. There's no coupon, right? Yes, there is no coupon on the course right now. That is correct. Thank you for asking though, Scott. But yes, this is another entry that I believe it is their only entry that was actually created in Blockbench. And look how cool this texturing looks. This is awesome stuff. You could just instantly visualize this in a low poly style game. This is really, really cool stuff. The texturing in Blockbench always looks pretty amazing to me, but man, I love the use of colors here as well and how big that sword is. That's so cool. And I believe this person, if I remember correct, is actually making a video game right now. Yeah. So like, look at this. I love seeing that, like people making things for their projects like that. That's just awesome. Look how cool that looks. All the textures here look fantastic. So another great entry by Everwar. So fantastic stuff. This one's on the thumbnail. It's super cute. This is by Floofy, who I believe is in the chat right now. Floofy, right? Say hi if you're in the chat right now, Floofy. But this is low poly Hatsune Miku, which is honestly something I've wanted to make for a long time, and it's super cute. I love how this was made. Look how cute that hair looks and how it's shaded like that. That's just adorable. Love that. And how the leak is kind of just like a gradient like that. Like, that's fantastic. So cute. And the tie as well. I'm just seeing that now. It's also just a gradient. Oh, it looks so good though. And the face texturing as well. Super clean. Super cute stuff. We love Miku. We stand Miku. She's so cute. Oh yeah, we get a full turnaround here. Awesome. That's something as well that you don't think about, that Floofy definitely had to think about here, is the I face this with the Juliet model. You have to like really plan out how to do the back of the hair right here. It's really, honestly, it's super annoying to do. To get that to line up correctly and like make sense with the rest of the model. But they absolutely did it here. They took the time to do that correctly, which is fantastic. So another fantastic entry by Floofy here. Thank you, Floofy. Very cool. All right, so now, yeah, Floofy is in the chat. Hello, Floofy. Awesome. So then, next up, we have another submission somehow from Mother Lyra, which, by the way, I hope you all enjoyed doing multiple submissions this year. I've seen some amazing stuff with this. There's no way we're going to do that again next year, honestly, because my God, we have way too many entries. But this is a fantastic submission by Mother Lyra again. Look how cute this is. Do I even need to say anything? This is, again, just so amazingly well executed. They clearly have been doing this for a while, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful model with, again, look at that texture. There's not an inch of space that was spared. Like, they went so far out of the way to get every last inch of detail they could. Like, look at that choker there and the crystal. And again, all under 1024 triangles here. Like, fantastic stuff. I love the shape of the tail there now that I'm looking at it. Super, super cute. And you even have the like hands detailed there as well. Just amazing stuff. And like all the different highlighting and shading choices here, just fantastic. So yeah, I think I've glazed Mother Lyra enough on this stream. But yeah, this is another incredible, beautiful submission. Very, very cool. Will you look at the Discord submissions? I will be doing that. Frenzy. Yes, I will be looking at the Discord submissions. Not today, most likely, because my God, we have so much to go through here. But we'll see. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be going through every last submission I possibly can. That is the goal. But for now, for today, probably just Blue Sky submissions. Probably just Blue Sky submissions. There's another oh, so Isuzu did 2 submissions. I was going to say this looks similar style to the other one we were just looking at. Yeah, so this was another super cute, very simple character design, but it's nice. I love the texturing here. I love this very simple animation. It's very appealing, very cute. And I like the lighting choices here as well. It's another very simple but effective character design choice. I think we're even seeing, perhaps that's a transparent texture. Do we have the texture? Yeah, we are. I believe that's a transparent texture. Yes, it is here as well. So this is only 360 triangles. This is super low poly. But we still have things like bendable limbs. We have the hair here, and we're getting so much more detail from those triangles because this is a transparent texture where you're able to get so much more detail in the hair because it's transparent, which is honestly something I need to start doing with my models. Including Ratsune here, but yeah, that's awesome. I always love seeing when you use transparency on hair like that because you get so much more detail, like for free, basically. Not literally for free, but you know, that's awesome stuff. Is it? Very cool. All right, we're like almost halfway-ish on the Blue Sky submissions. So next up, we have the submission by Softy, and I overheard that Softy in the Discord server makes tutorials of their own on TikTok, which is freaking awesome. So look at this. This is a very, very cute character design. I love how incredibly stylized this face is. Like, look at these like spirals around their cheeks. That's so fun. Very, very cute character design. Look at the ears here. That's adorable. Super, super cute. Lovely, lovely, lovely little submission here, and all these little animations as well. That's awesome. Super, super cool stuff. And all that hair detail in the back there, you love to see it. Because again, you don't have to. A lot of these models, it's something you got to think about. It's like, wait, what direction is this model even going to be viewed from, right? Like, for my models, like I can pull them up. Like Ratsune here. He might not even be viewed from the back view necessarily, but you still got to think about it. You still got to detail things out at least a little bit there, right? So it's just something you got to think about. Like, where can I put my texture budget? Where is it most important? And for me, for Ratsune, that was going to be things like the face and the hair and the ears and also the cheese collar or cheese choker and like the sweater and all that stuff. So you got to really pick your battles when you're dealing with lower texture resolutions. But yeah, fantastic little submission there by Softy. Very cool stuff. Oh yeah, this one is super cool. This one's by Florian VTuber. Florian VT, I'm assuming that's what VT stands for. This is awesome, dude. This is fantastic. Look at the sheer amount of detail here in the tail, in the legs here, in the shoes, on the t-shirt as well. This is super, super cute. Love how this turned out. It's super, we got like quite a few VTuber submissions in this contest, and they're always so detailed. It's really, really impressive stuff. Do we have more breakdowns in the replies? We do. Look at those shoes. Sheesh. That's awesome. That is fantastic. And the detail on the chain here that had to painstakingly be lined up, I'm sure. It's cool. It's cool, dude. Very, very nice submission there by Florian. Great submission. This one is by, I believe this is also in the thumbnail, by Pingu, who I believe I saw in the chat earlier today. Fantastic. Look how simple and cute this is. Like, it's not, how many triangles? This is 450 triangles. This is less than half of the requirements. It's so few triangles, but the design and the texturing is so good. It's so good. Just absolutely fantastic stuff. And I'm definitely biased because I love this art style, but man, look how simple the hand texturing here is in the skirt and in the face here. I love this, like, I guess you can't see it in this one, but this like different color choice in the eyeball like that. That's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic stuff. It's another wonderful, wonderful submission by Pingu here, who I believe is in chat, so everyone say hi to Pingu. Okay, I gotta take a drink of water before this one, because this one's got some lore. This one's got some crazy lore. So I have to say, I don't believe I've ever seen a low poly model use a stretched out troll face for a UV map, but they made it work. And it's it's funny to see the UV space here, because like the vast majority of the model is just in the troll face. That's awesome. But it's a reminder of, like, you can kind of just put whatever you want in there, and you can just kind of scale your stuff however you see fit. And like, if we look here, this is these lines on from the top of the troll face, like they're using that. Where? I think that's where they're making it striped, maybe? Or, oh wait, did you use like the forehead wrinkles as detailing on the hands? That's crazy. That's actually, that's kind of crazy. But I love that. That's so creative. I remember everyone in the Discord was laughing at this one. The fact that it uses like a troll face as the base. And it actually turned out great. It's a great little submission here. I love this face texture. That's great. It reminds me of that like one meme image of Mr. Incredible. That's awesome. That's a great submission right there. So definitely had to shout that one out. It's incredible. It's glorious. So next up we have this. Oh, I love this one. This is by Worry Rin, and this is, again, such a simple design, but executed so beautifully. My favorite detail here, personally, is definitely these little, what would you call these little gradients? The tip of the hair strands like this. Look at how clean that looks. It's like, it almost adds like a faux transparency effect, and it looks so clean. It looks beautiful. And like, look at the little like ruffles on the tip of the skirt here. Now that I'm looking at this, that almost certainly uses like transparency in the texture, which is awesome. Such a great way to get more detail on a model without getting like more like literal just like polygons thrown at it, right? So that's fantastic. Look at the bow, so cute. The wings, so cute. It's such a great submission. I love how this is like shadowed right here. Adds such a nice, wonderful feeling of depth. Same with the shadows in the hair right here. They really just like, it feels like they drew a turnaround drawing and just nailed it in 3D. Absolutely nailed it. So fantastic submission by Worry Rin right there. Awesome stuff. Next up, we have 3000 Bears. I'm a bit late. Did mine get peaked? I don't believe yours got peaked yet, Captain Nova. Wait, did we? No, I don't think so yet. I do not believe we did that quite yet, Captain Nova. And for all those watching, this stream will be available as a VOD when we're done. So that's nice. If you want to review it all later, you can. So next entry is by 3000 Bears. And this is... They're not entering the challenge prizes because it got the rig and animation from Mixamo. I mean, that's fine. You're not like disqualified because you got the rig and animation from Mixamo. That's fine. That's allowed. This is super cute entry as well. Look at the texturing here as well. Very, very clean, super sharp looking. I love oh, that's so fun. The detailing on the legs there, where it's like little, I don't want to say like blood splatters, but the little splatters. That's fun. I like that. And it's interesting too, because I'm looking at your turnaround drawing. That is not the case. That just ended up being a thing in 3D. But that happens with me a lot too, where I'll make a turnaround drawing and I'll actually get in 3D and it's like, actually, wait, I want to change this a lot. But man, that's awesome. This is only 996 triangles. That's beautiful, beautiful stuff. Super, super cool. And the earrings there. That's a great entry. I do not think you're disqualified for, from making the rig and animation from Mixamo. That's not an ideal solution, and you could probably get a lot better result by doing it through Blender, but still, that doesn't disqualify you at all. This is a modeling challenge. It's a modeling challenge. Like from the tier list of best options, #1 is always going to be rigging it in Blender, but if you want to rig it through Mixamo, go ahead. But yes, continuing onward, this one is by NK Orange, and this is great, great stuff. What a great character design, and they have all of this. They have their character, their weapon, and their little companion here in under 1024 triangles. Like, that's fantastic. Super, super cute stuff. This turned out adorable. I love the little creature here. Look at the like half of their face on the UV map at the bottom there. That's awesome. And all the different facial expressions as well in this map. And I think that's crazy. Is the weapon here actually just a plane? Does this have any thickness? It's a little hard to tell from this video, but that's awesome. This weapon here is just like, that really goes to show you the amount of things you can quote unquote get away with when you're using transparency. Like, they didn't use model detail to like bevel each individual edge here. It's just like a flat plane like that. Like, that's awesome. Super, super cool. I don't know. I love seeing that kind of use of transparency in models like this. Super, super cool. I don't know what this is now that I'm looking at it. What is this plane right here? That's odd. Huh. I might be missing something. But yeah, very, very cool character design here. I also, just the hair. I didn't even talk about the hair. Look how cute that looks. It's like, it's so bubbly, and like the shading. Oh, that is fantastic. Fantastic stuff by NK Orange. Awesome, awesome submission right there. We're gonna keep going because holy guacamole, we're not even halfway through. We're like maybe halfway through 1 out of 3 of all of these. Crazy. I think it's a cape. It's probably a cape. It looks like it's a plane that always faces the camera. Maybe. But yes, moving quickly onward here. This is a submission by Dual Blades. This is awesome. Just look at the amount of texturing detail here. The face texture and the body texture. I love how this was rendered. Look at all the little details here. This was super, super well thought out. Is this from, does it say what they're from? Batteries from HSR. I don't know what HSR stands for. I'm sure people in the chat will, but that's a awesome, awesome entry. I always love seeing these extremely like intricate, well thought out UV maps like that. Like, that's super cool to see. Beautiful texturing here. Beautiful hair rendering as well. Fantastic. Fantastic submission. Very, very cool stuff. Casterus. I see. Actually, that doesn't... Honkai Star Rail. That's what it's saying. Okay. That makes sense. the idea of bringing a character from Genshin Impact or Honkai Star Rail to low poly, that's ambitious. They're all so detailed, so that's impressive stuff. Very, very cool. Awesome. All right, so let's move quickly on to this submission by Obfi, one of those two. And this is their Kale Ed in Ocarina of Time style. And just look at this. I want to hear from the chat. Did they nail this art style or what? Because that looks so Ocarina of Time to me. Like, in my opinion, they nailed it. It's so cool. I love that. Love how the textures turned out here. And this lighting as well. Even the lighting kind of reminds me of Ocarina of Time. This is awesome. What a cool submission. And that's not an art style you see emulated too often, like the 3D Ocarina of Time art style. I don't see that too often. And I like how that texture on the ears detailed like that. Super cool. Helsinki Soup Racing. Is that what this HSR stands for? Crazy. But yeah, great submission there. We're going to keep moving. This is Otar. And their submission here, which I believe is from Kamen Rider. Yeah, Kamen Rider. Yeah, okay. This is so cool. Look at this animation, by the way. Look at that. That's so cool. I love that. And I love this presentation as well. Something I didn't really get to talk about in my main announcement video is that having good presentation like this definitely gets you bonus points in my eyes. We can really clearly see how the model was set up. Also, love how the gun is overlapping with the frame right there, just to add some more depth. That's awesome. And textures, great. Very cool stuff. Great submission there by Otar. Very cool stuff. And we're gonna keep on going. This submission right here is by oh man, that's gonna be a fun one to pronounce. I see Willy Breakfast as your ad, so I'm gonna say Willy Breakfast. This is such a fun character. Look at this. I love this animation. I love this little... I just love the character design. It's fantastic. Look how big these honking ears are and how cute their like little faces and the little like thing he does with his fingers. Like, yeah, give me the money. It's great. It's peak. It's so good. And the pizza box as well. This is a great entry. I love how this jacket looks. Look at all the little shading details on it as well. That's awesome. Again, not the kind of character design I was necessarily expecting for this challenge, but I was so happy to see it. Love to see that. So fantastic. This was a submission we saw earlier. It was actually like a much higher quality rip because it's on YouTube in 4K. Look at this. This is 1022 triangles. 1022 triangles. That is a obscene level of texture and model detail. That's crazy. Fantastic stuff. And it's fully animated with these moving textures as well. Like, that's unbelievable. So cool. I wish I learned proper animation before the challenge ended, but I was only able to learn turntable animations. Hey, that's totally fine, Rails. Honestly, that's fine. Like, I didn't want to make people feel like they're pressured into doing animations if they weren't comfortable. Like, if you submitted a great looking model, we're gonna get to this one later, but this one, not animated, but holy moly, what a great pose, what a great level of texture detail. Like, that's fantastic. So don't worry if you weren't able to submit a... Holy crap, where were we? I gotta go all the way back up. Okay, here we are. So yeah, don't worry if you weren't able to submit a texture. Don't worry about that at all. Yeah, I just wanted to show this one off because we showed it earlier, but I wanted to better present it because that is just a fantastic entry. This one by Hunter9B was mind-blowing. I cannot... How many triangles is this? 1019. That's impressive stuff. That is, for a character with all of this stuff going on, that's mind-blowing to me. Because how many spider legs are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 9, 10, counting these. Then their actual arms. Like, that's crazy. This is unbelievably impressive stuff. I believe this is from Monster Musume. Crazy stuff. I love the face texture as well. Look how detailed that is. The eyes. Like, oh, this is... Oh yeah, here, look at this. We got a turnaround. Look at that. That's so cool. That is so cool. And so much thought had to go into each little triangle and each little texture detail here. Like, that's insanely cool stuff. Really, really impressive. Are they single though? The spider lady? I think you're gonna have to DM them, but unfortunately they're kind of a fictional character, so I don't know if it's possible. Anyway, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Is that like bleh? I don't know. LoveScaryMen. Okay, that's how I'm gonna pronounce your name. This is fantastic. I love this one. First of all, before this screen dot effect, that's so cool. Very, very cool stuff. But just like, look at that eye texture. Like the little skulls and the down arrows. What a cool detail. What a very specific aesthetic this is hitting on. Also love the eyelashes that are like huge and going off the sides of the model. That's so fun. Yeah, this is a fantastic entry. Look how cool that eye texture looks. I am absolutely in love with that. That's so, so cool. Yeah, the screen tones are awesome. Love that screen tone dot effect. Oh yeah, this is also animated. You can just see the indie horror game make itself here, you know? That's just so cool looking. Love that. Awesome entry by LoveScaryMen. And an awesome name, as it turns out. This is another great entry by Noctis. They have an animation right here as well. Look at him, he threw it. This character is Skull from Skull the Hero Slayer. And I love the texturing here. I love how simple this character design is. This is so fun. Absolutely love this entry. Super, super fun stuff. Very, very cool. By Noctis. We're going to keep going here. This entry is by Taxi Salad, aka Melody. It's also in the Patreon server. We're going to look at screenshots here first because they're not going to be nearly as compressed. This is obviously, well, maybe not obvious depending on who's watching the stream. This is Leofotia from Promare, and holy guacamole, what a cool, cool looking final results. Super fun shading, super good texturing here. And they even, this has sound, but I can't play that because I'm going to get my stream copyright claimed. But such a cool submission, such a cool model. Very, very cool stuff by Melody here. Very, very cool. Awesome shading. I love how this one turned out. Fantastic stuff by Melody. Very, very cool. Yeah, and yeah, cell shading. It looks so cool. You don't see cell shading in low poly stuff because it's pretty hard to pull off. You don't see that too often, but yeah, looks really nice there. We're gonna keep going because we got so many more submissions to get through. This is by Taki. And according to them, it was their first time texturing and completing a human model of this scale, which is kind of crazy because this turned out fantastic. Look at these little discs they have like on their arms, on their kneecaps, behind them. That's such a fun style. And maybe even more importantly, look at this incredible graphic design work they have here. This looks straight out of like a Game Informer mag from the 90s. That's such an insanely cool art style and look here. You even have like their different stats about them here. Like what amazing presentation. Like it's such a, if you know graphic design or something like that and you want to take advantage of it in order to like really up the level of presentation of your model, it's such a smart thing to do, right? Like may as well just take advantage of all the skills you have. And this is such a smart, cool submission. I love how the texturing looks. I love how this final model turned out. Just insanely cool stuff. And the lighting here, how dithered it is, that's so fun. So yeah, another really fun submission there by Taki. Huge Kamen Rider vibes for sure, Taxi, for sure. Very, very cool stuff. Awesome stuff. So we're gonna keep going. This submission is by Lucky Man. This is an existing character, I believe, Zeta, but I don't know who they are, honestly. But definitely wanted to highlight this one. Just look at this texturing. Look at the textures here. That is an insanely cool, hyper detailed, stylized look that I just love. Just absolutely amazing final result here. Especially those textures. That's just fantastic. I didn't retweet this or repost, whatever Blue Sky calls it. But I'm gonna fix that because this looks amazing. And this is getting destroyed by Blue Sky compression, but this is a little bit better. That is, look at the detailing on the skirt there. It just looks like an illustration. It's beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful rendering here on this one. I love how this turned out. Look at that hair. Look how detailed that is. Just fantastic. So sharp looking. Love how that turned out. Insanely cool. Insanely cool. So next up, we're gonna keep on going. This is Captain Nova submission. And this is fantastic stuff. There we go. It's getting less destroyed by Blue Sky compression. Look at the amount of detailing here. I love how this face looks. I love how the hair is textured here as well. Even in the back, they're thinking about all the detailing and texturing there. That's an insane level of commitment and detail here, and it really shows. And the modeling here is so interesting, where the hips are modeled in a way where they are able to get this part shadowed, and just strictly from the front view, it looks like a thigh shadow almost, but then you turn it and you see it's like actually like a different model intersecting with it. That's such an interesting solution to the idea of getting like more texture detail on your model, kind of like quote unquote for free. That's very interesting. So I love how the face textures in particular turned out here. Very, very clean. And some more poses here. You can appreciate the detail in the back as well. Super cute, super fun final submission here. And there you can see the final texture. And really appreciate that face texture. Awesome. Very, very cool submission here by Captain Nova. Turned out awesome. We're gonna keep going because we're like halfway through, I think. How far are we into the stream? An hour? Oh, we gotta hurry up. This is a submission by Rio Albane. I'm gonna assume that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, Rio Albane. But this is a character they recreated in the low poly styles. And it turned out fantastic. Look at all this texturing detail. Again, Blue Sky's kind of destroying the compression here. I don't know if it's gonna show up on YouTube too bad, but there you go. Look at this. It's so detailed. Love the texturing. Great character design here. I love how the hair is rendered as well. I love the emission on these wings as well. So fun. And the boots are super fun and cute looking as well. Just almost Hermes boots looking. Tight beat. Super fun. Super detailed model. Even have the turnaround of the props. And this is an unbelievable like breakdown of how this model was made. That's awesome. I didn't even notice that last time. The wings were actually... Dude, that's so cool. The wings were actually just like a plane that they put a transparent texture onto. That's so sick, dude. That's fantastic. You can see that in the wireframe there. Just like, what a smart use of your triangle budget. That's so cool. You can see all the different facial expressions here. It looks super cute. Very appealing. You can see the original character concept and how the low poly version turned out. Just brilliant execution here. Look how detailed the cannon is as well. Shadow with vertex painting. Interesting. Very cool. Well, either way, I gotta retweet this as well because that's a wonderful breakdown. Amazing work here. This turned out fantastic. We're gonna keep going because we're like halfway through and an hour in. This submission is by Alex Wonderbrew. Is that how you pronounce your name, Alex? I'm gonna assume that's how you pronounce your name. Sorry if that's not how you pronounce your name, but I believe that's correct. Look at how this turned out. I believe it was either Alex or someone else asked me if they could kind of base their design off of LoveChan and kind of just do a remix. And I am absolutely okay with that. Like, if you want to do that for this challenge or at any point in time, I think that's a great way to like start learning low poly. It's just kind of remixing existing stuff. So go ahead if you want to do that. And this is a great example of it. Like, look at how, again, this presentation is fantastic. Like the chromatic aberration and the emission and stuff. It's so over the top, but it's so fun. So fun. Look at this texture. Look at the rendered views here. This is fantastic stuff. Very, very cool. And there's like, I don't know if this is on Blue Sky. I guess it's not on Blue Sky. But they also did really nice breakdowns of how each character was made. And I love seeing that. Super, super cool stuff. Very, very fun character. Love the colors, love the textures. So that is Alex Wonderbrew. We're gonna keep going here. This is a video I couldn't share because for whatever reason, the Blue Sky link like wouldn't embed properly, unfortunately. It's a very fun submission here. I like the idea of making a character like tech-based of the Y2K era and how the use of emissions here. Very, very fun stuff. Oh my god, it just reset my position again. Oh, we gotta go back. Okay, there we are. But yes, very fun submission by Video Runway there. Next up, we have Rocky Wharf, which I believe I saw you in the chat earlier, maybe? I might be wrong about that. But either way, this is such a fun submission. Look how cute Miku looks here. I love how this turned out. I think you said it's based off of Lemon Melon Cookie, Miku MV. But yes, look how cute this looks. Look at the texture on the skirt and everything. Turned out so adorable. I love the colors here. Turned out super, super cute. This is another lovely, lovely little submission there by Rocky Wharf. Thank you for that. Next up, we got MU Plus. And this is such a fun character design. Look at the texturing here. Look at all the little colors and details. So fun. That was their first model too. Yeah, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. Alex Wonderbrew killed it. So nice. Another Miku? Hell yeah. So yes, this is another submission by MU Plus, and what a fun design. I believe they said they didn't complete the design as they started modeling. They kind of just went with look neat and fit that into constraints, and that's valid. There's not one right way to do any of this. The only rule is to have fun. I'm gonna be that guy. But yeah, look at the different facial expressions here as well. Ooh, go back. Look at that. That's awesome. Great pose, great submission. Love the design colors. Awesome stuff. So we're gonna keep going to Matt Pat's favorite character in existence. He's gonna gift Undertale to the Pope once more. Sans from Undertale. This is a great submission, dude. Look at the like detailing on the shirt here, and the like the fully fleshed out and modeled slippers as well. And the pose is fantastic. What a great pose. This turned out so awesome. I love Sans from Undertale. Great submission though. That's awesome. I like this little like detail right here. I don't know if it's like a sweat line or whatever, but it looks really good. Hoodie strings being planes with a texture is great. Oh my god, you're right. They are planes. Yo, that is a great detail. You're absolutely right. Fantastic little detail there. So that's a great submission by Ridley? Yeah, Ridley. Fantastic submission, Ridley. This one is so cute. I love this one. Look at first of all, you can't really see it super well, but look at this character design. It's so cute, and what a great little realization of it in 3D. I really love. I'm actually disappointed we can't see these alternate face textures, because look how sweet those are. That's so sweet. I love how those turned out. What a cute character design. What a lovely little execution there. And at only 804 triangles now that I'm seeing that. That's super low poly. Very low poly. Lovely. Very, very cool stuff. You love to see it. Another great submission there by Sparrow. Awesome, awesome stuff. I'm gonna keep moving because I'm out of time here. This is Chell from Portal by Atomic. This one is crazy to me because this is 493 polygons. How is that even possible? That is so, so impressive. Amazing, amazing stuff. You even got this like turntable and animation as well. Very, very cool and so incredibly low poly. Do we have a topology breakdown? Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we have an idea of what the actual topology looks like, but look at the detailing in the long fall boots and everything. That is so insanely impressive for 493 polygons. Because you have like her hair and everything. Like that's... Look at how detailed those fists are as well. That's fantastic. It's great, great submission by Atomic there. Super low poly. This one, this one is so cool. The fact that this is just someone's stalker OC, that's so fun. I love that. I love how this AK looks. I love all the detailing and color choices here. This is a fantastic, fantastic entry. Look at the texturing here too. Oh man, I love how this looks. I love all the interior detailing as well. This is just fantastic stuff. Unbelievably cool. Very, very cool. Look at the detailing on the AK texture as well. So fun. Very simple choices, but they're like, oh, I love how this green and blue looks together. Unbelievably fun. Such a cool, cool submission right there. So that was by Val Part-Time Killer. Awesome, awesome stuff. I love how that submission turned out. I'm gonna take a drink of water because we're getting there. We're not done yet, but we're like halfway done with all these submissions. I'm gonna try to do it in one stream. We're gonna try to do all the Blue Sky submissions in one stream. He's kinda Among Us shaped? Bruh. Are you talking about this guy? That's a crazy thing to say. It's kind of Among Us shaped. That's crazy, dog. That's actually so crazy, dog. All right. Anyway, moving swiftly onward. This is by Benjamin, 27. Look at this. I love how this one turned out. I love like the detailing in the stocking here as well on the legs and the shoes. I love this idle animation. This is a great, great pose. Like I look at this pose and I can tell the character's personality right off the bat. And the blinking animation, very, very nice touch. This is awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. These I think they're crystals or something similar coming out of the side. Very Toho-esque. Definitely getting those vibes from them. And I love this bow on their head as well. And there's even a turnaround right here. Awesome. Look how great that hair looks. That's such a great, great, great silhouette. And there's the actual texture. Very cool. Very cool. I love the detailing on the cloth. Another fantastic submission by Benjamin, 27. We're getting there. We're almost there. We are almost there, folks. Almost there. Love the umbrella. Yes, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. So this is 9-Bit Lives submission. Look at this. You're just a little goober. I like the animation here. Like the texturing in general here on the hair. Very cute design. Very cute submission. Great, great stuff. I like the 3-face. I put the 3-face in all my models too. But a great submission by 8-Bit Lives. We're going to keep going because I'm running out of time. This is Sessa Rudel? Sessa Rudel? I'm going to say that's how you pronounce your name. Sorry if it's not. Look at how cute this character design is. This is wonderful, wonderful use of colors here. What amazing, amazing color choices here. It looks so cute, so appealing. What a cute character. I like this little face they added at the bottom of the foot. That's awesome. Very, very cool. What a great little entry here. I love the little texture and details. This is fantastic. Great submission by Sessa Rudel. Very cute. We're gonna keep on moving here. This is Mr. Dude art. I love how this one turned out. Look how chunky that hair in the back is. That's such a fun design choice. That's awesome. I love that. The zipper that says zip, I didn't even notice that until now. It's pretty cool. I love this animation too, super cute. I love how puffy and big this jacket is. That's so cool. Love that. Great submission. Look at the texturing here. It's so interesting how this was textured. Because you don't need to have something textured in a way that it's, if it's going to be mirrored on your UVs anyway. So that's a great use of saving UV space. Very, very cool. Awesome. And then you can see more breakdowns here. I love this thread too, because Mr. Dude was nice enough to break down their process and everything they learned while making the model. So I'm going to retweet this again in case any of you all want to follow me on Blue Sky and check that out. But great breakdowns, great entry by Mr. Dude here. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. It's very, very cool. This one we looked at earlier, but this is just a different view of it. Fantastic. I loved it. Oh, we can see the texture map here. Fantastic. Awesome. Super fun submission here by Walader. I just absolutely love the skirt here. And yeah, and we can see by looking at this wireframe that the ruffles in the skirt were achieved using transparency, which is just awesome. I love that so much. It's so good. It's actually so cute. I love it when you get more texture detail through that trick. That's so fun. Fantastic stuff. This one wasn't embedding properly, so I just had to add the link. But this is by Ryo. This is based off of Tobo Otogiri from Eve's music videos, and this is an awesome submission. I believe there's audio with this, but again, can't unmute unless copyright. This is so good. This is so clean. I love the texturing here. I think one of my favorite parts is how this was broken up as a model, right? Because if you look at the wireframe here, you can see that each chunk of the body, it's almost like an action figure. It's like its own separate piece. Can you loop, please? Thank you, Blue Sky. It looks like they're all like their own separate piece, where you have like shaded detail in between where they bend, and the shoes that are fully textured. Like, look at the shading here. Look at this idle animation. Look at the way the hair is animated. And again, we're getting that transparency in the hair as well. Like, it's just like basically a straight bowl cut, technically, in the geometry, but you get these little cuts in because it's transparent using that texture, which is awesome stuff. I love the colors here. I love the rendering. This is just a fantastic submission. So great submission here by Ryo. Awesome stuff. Also, they shared this video, which I definitely laughed at, because I also do this whenever I'm rigging and listening to music. Awesome stuff. Fantastic submission. Yeah, that's definitely one. I definitely saw a lot of people in the Discord comment on that one as well. Fantastic submission. Sort of gives Guilty Gear vibes. I can see that for sure. This one is by Pony, and this is such clean texturing, such a clean animation, great idle animation, wonderful. Oh, I didn't even see this until now, but they have these. Look at the like strings they have on the back of their shoes. First of all, that's such a fun character design thing to do in general. I love that. But second of all, it looks like they're achieving that through transparency using image planes. Like you can see in the topology right there, those are just planes that they have a projected part of their texture onto. You can see it in their texture right there. That's awesome. Super cool. Great detailing in the hair as well. I love this like painted in hair shadow, the shadowing in here, and the texture details in general. This is wonderful character design, wonderful texturing. Awesome stuff. Super cool. So yeah, that's a great submission by Pony. Love to see that. Hello, Alex. Welcome. Yes, the colors as well. Starburster. Fantastic. I couldn't embed this one either, but this is Tsukasa, I think, from Toho Project. And it's super cute. Very cute model by Hikari. I think Hikari is how you pronounce it. It's awesome stuff. So next up, we got the submission by Kale Shao Caesar. It's probably Shao Caesar if I had to guess, but I'm not sure. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. This is a wonderful, wonderful model. What is the name of this show again? I don't want to be I don't want to be a magical girl. That's what it's called. I didn't want to get that wrong. But this is a 64 by 64 pixel texture. Look at how minuscule, tiny this texture is. It's a baby texture. This is like primo N64 texture. It's so low res, but it looks fantastic. It looks awesome. And this is only 672 triangles. So it's very, very low poly indeed. But a wonderful, wonderful submission. Look how cute that is. Look how simple that is. Very, very, very great submission. Super cool stuff. Next up, I don't want to be a magical girl. Thank you. Then next up, we have Mickey exclamation point. Nearly late, awkward time of night posting, but on time nonetheless. I believe this is an original character. This looks awesome. Look at how giant those eyeballs look. That's so cool. I believe they give me angel vibes, but I don't know that for sure. But man, that's so cool. I love this halo here as well. I kind of wish I could look at the wireframe. Maybe it's in replies. I'll have to check. Look at this. So clean, lovely pose. Like just the moment you look at this, you get such a vibe for the kind of character they are. It's just got so much personality, this pose and the facial expression. That's fantastic stuff. Very cool. Yeah, very cool art style. Love there. It's absolutely Captain Nova. Absolutely. Super cool stuff by Mickey there. Lovely submission. Okay, we're getting there. We're almost done. Almost done, folks. So this is a submission by Tech Dragon Z. It's a low poly model of the VTuber ARB avatar they made. And this is very cool. Fortunately, we don't get to see too much of it textured because I think they say they weren't able to texture it. Yeah, but still, very cool stuff by Tech Dragon Z. And there's more angles here. Cool stuff by Tech Dragon Z. We're gonna keep moving. And this submission right here is by Nuevo Nini. I'm gonna call you Nini because I don't know. But sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. But this is their box head OC they made back in October, and it looks really cool. Very cool stuff. Love the texturing details and the eye. Very cool stuff. We're gonna keep going here. So this is a submission by Crowbar Circus. This one's really cool. I like the, first of all, very fun character design, very fun facial expression, but the, this environment, this is such a cool vibe. I love the texturing here and everything. Super fun submission. And I think they said, yeah, they've only been learning for a month, and this is for their video game they want to make. Like, that's awesome, dude. Incredibly impressive stuff for just 1 month. Like, that's amazing. So awesome submission there by Crowbar Circus. All right, so we're gonna keep going. Take care, Queen. Carnage Queen, that is. I'm not just calling you Queen. So this is another entry by Andro Brow, I believe that's how you say her name. And look at how cool this is. Look at the texturing here on the clothes. These giant boots. It's so cool. And the guitar as well. It's fantastic stuff. You can see the breakdown here. Only 984 triangles. Very cool stuff. You'll love to see it. Very cool submission there by Andro Brow. So super cool stuff. And this is another submission by Javi. Very cool. I'm gonna zoom in here. Holy moly, blue sky compression. It's totally destroyed the quality of this video. No fault of Javi, of course. Let's go look at the pictures. Very cute character though, very cute animation. Yeah, here we go. Much less compressed. Super cute stuff. Javi's been making even more recently that I've been seeing, so definitely go follow them if you're a fan of their work so far, because they've been doing amazing. They've been keep making stuff, and it's getting better and better. It's super cool to see. All right, we're almost done here, folks. I swear we're getting there. So this is submission by Ash, and this is their first character model ever, and first time doing any art of their OC. That is like unbelievable to me. That is stunning. This is what an unbelievably fantastic entry, especially considering like it's your first. Like, that's unbelievable. Amazing texturing, amazing stuff for their first time. Like, they have to keep it up. Clearly they're very talented. That's incredible stuff by Ash. So amazing submission by Ash. But we gotta keep going. Love the colors though, love the texturing overall, love this character design. Super fun stuff. Oh my god. Okay, I'm trying to be a little bit impartial here, but I'll be honest with you all, I've been obsessed with this one. This is amazing stuff. I wish we could unmute this, but unfortunately we can't. I'm literally just gonna post this in the chat if you want to listen to this with audio. But this is an entry by Zobi Draws of Snailian from Snail's House. And this is all synced up to music, which is why I posted the link in the chat, because it's super cute. And it's very well done. This is, what a beautiful entry. I love it so much. The colors and the texturing. Again, you can tell that clearly Zobi here has lots of previous experience. This is not exactly their first rodeo, but it's unbelievably cute. The execution is amazing here. The texturing, the facial expressions are so clean. Maybe my favorite part is the bespoke animations here, because this like little bounce they have that's on beat with the music, that's adorable. But this spin, right? Like, this is not a complicated animation. It's a pose that they're kind of like spinning the root motion around, right? That's not complicated, but it's so cute. It's so appealing. It's perfect for what they're trying to accomplish. Same with this one. What a cute animation. Just absolutely adorable. And you can see the breakdown of the topology here. And just amazing presentation overall here. Amazing presentation. Just showcasing the textures. And one of my favorite parts of this model is that the bottom right here, they're showing a VR chat port. And that's cool enough on its own, like porting your model to VR chat, that's awesome. But this is a public avatar. Like, you can go to this tweet on Zobi Jaws' Blue Sky or Twitter, and you can just use this character for free in VR chat, which is, what an awesome way to give back to the community. What an awesome submission. So cute. I absolutely love this one, Zobi. So yeah, amazing submission by Zobi. Go follow them if you aren't already, because they do some really nice stuff in 3D. It's such a great character. So yeah, we're gonna keep going here. This one is by Onion Jam 3D, and again, this one has audio. It's really cool. Unfortunately, we can't play the audio because of copyright fears, but look at this. Obviously fan art of Berserk here, and the texturing here, man, it's so cool. Look at the, like, all the details on the sword. I believe there's even, and the animation itself is awesome, but look at how incredibly detailed this all is. Look at the detailing on the fist, all the metallic shading, all the little detailing on their legs, like all the different highlights and shadows on their pants, and how this feels so much more metallic, and the skin shading and all the little anatomy details on their neck, the texture on their face. This is incredibly impressive stuff. Look at the use of transparency in the texture, because look how low poly this is, but the texture is transparent here, and you get all this little detail on the cape. Same with right here, you get all this detail on the tip of the sword here. Just what a fantastic submission. This is amazing stuff. You can see the breakdown of the texture right here. So much detail used so well here. So this is an amazing submission by Onion Jam. Oh, they even have a Sketchfab link. Very cool. It's gonna load. It is. You can get real close and examine every last detail. Very cool. You can see these are just planes. They look so good. So yeah, awesome submission by Onion Jam. Great presentation too, absolutely, Prill. Absolutely, for sure. We're almost at the end, folks. Hang in there. We're almost at the end of the Blue Sky submissions. Almost. This is a really fun submission by Snowtwig, and this is someone's OC from their animations. Super simple use of colors here, but it works. And I adore the use of the shading on the helmet. Look how clean that looks. That like I don't know, that like under highlight right here, I guess, combined with this like blue little speck right here. It looks great in the turnaround, and it looks great in the texture as well. So very, very simple but effective character design here. So great submission right there by Snowtwig. Awesome stuff. We're almost done, folks. We're almost there. Hang in there. So, oh yeah, this is another submission by Snowtwig. This is fantastic. I love the texture details in this one. Look at that. That's awesome stuff. The details for the hair, all the details in their clothing, their skirt, their top. It's, again, so detailed. I love this little side too. Very fun stuff. And this is a really, really nice submission. I love how all the little texture and details turned out. Super cool stuff by Snowtwig once again. All right, we're in the home stretch, folks. We're in the home stretch. So this is by Gyugade or Gyugade? I'm gonna say Gyugade. This is Black Sad. Man, look at all the cool little details in their coat here. Ooh, I didn't even notice this until now, but again, look at the use of transparency right here in the whiskers. So cool. That is just fantastic stuff. Are they blinking? Wait, am I losing my mind? No, they do blink. That's good. That's so good. Very, very cool stuff. Excellent texturing here. I love the use of animation here. All these details. Here's the full body. Look how cool the pants look here. And the shoes are fully realized as well. You just don't see them in that render. That's impressive stuff. You can see all the different details for the eyes. Look at how, I don't think you can really see it super well here, but these eyes are like really nicely painted. There's like highlights and shadow used in a way that looks beautiful. So this is a fantastic submission right here. Awesome stuff. So good. The ear twitches, wait, does it? I didn't even notice. So locked in now. Oh, it does! Oh my god, that's such a nice detail. That's so cool. Dude, that's so cool. What an amazing submission there. Fantastic stuff. Awesome stuff. So, getting real close to the home stretch here, folks. We're almost completely done with Blue Sky submissions, that is. So this is Heat from Bust Groove / Bust a Move. And look at this. Super fun texturing here, super fun character design. Love the colors as well and the shading details. A little highlight in the goggles. It's so fun. Great submission here by Long Chicken. That's an awesome username. Really cool stuff. This submission right here is by Wizard. Okay. We got banger names today. We got banger usernames. This is a little skeleton guy. Look how cool this character design is. I love this character. There's so much personality here. This is just fantastic stuff. Look at the hat. Look at all the detailing on his his bony fingers for his fist. That's so cool. Very. I just love the personality of this one. It just screams out at you. It's very simple but super fun. And here's the full turnaround. Super cool stuff. There's another submission there, this time by Wizard. Very charming. Yes, great way to put it, Starburster. Spooky, so true, Dems, so true. This is by Senri Kitty, and I love how this one turned out. This is so fun. This is so fun. I just look at all these little shading details and stuff, like the collar that pokes out here. That's so cool. I actually wish we had more to go off of here, like a turnaround drawing or like a wireframe, but still. And look at the Ahoge hair right there. That's so cute. And all the different shading details and the hands here and in her skirts, like holy jamoli. And the face looks fantastic here as well. And again, all the shading details in the hair, they just totally nailed the art style they were going for here, and that just looks awesome. What a fantastic, fantastic submission. Look at the highlight here and the bow. Man, so cool. So cool. So great submission by Senri Kitty. Very, very nice stuff. And that's 5 days work. That's crazy. You were absolutely crunching to get that done. That's crazy. But great stuff. Great stuff. Floofinator! Yes! This was a popular one. We had this one mentioned earlier for good reason. What a cute submission. Look at that. That's so charming. What a great character design. I love the eyes behind the glasses look as well. Look how great that animation is. Look how great this idol is. Look how great the texturing is. Great character design. It's so well realized. Like, the more I'm looking at this model, like, oh man. What a fantastic use of, like, all these different face textures as well. It's so expressive. It's so fun. What a cute what a cute submission. Absolutely adorable. Oh, I love the glasses. Yes, absolutely. So charming. So cute. And again, just a great animation here. Fantastic stuff. Oh, look at the way the wings flap too. That looks so fluid and so good. Very, very clean submission. Great shading. Amazing entry by Floofinator here. So whoever asked for why Floofinator wasn't in the thumbnail earlier, well, they are in the video now at the very least. So we got that going for us. Oh, we're almost done, folks. We're almost done. Oh, there's only a few left. All right. Oh, saving the best for last, I see. So this is by RVS22. And this is, we saw a character from Stalker earlier. Now we're seeing a character from Pathfinder. I love seeing that. I love it when people make their OCs 3D like that. That's awesome, dude. And this is fantastic. Look at the level of detailing on each little aspect of their feet here, on the clothing, all across their body, all these little details. And just like, what a great silhouette. If you just pause this, it's like, it's awesome. I love the beak. I love the eye. I can see now we actually have different facial expressions for the eye right here that we're not seeing. That's a little unfortunate. I'd love to see what those look like, but nevertheless, this is a fantastic entry. Look at the texturing here. Look at this character design. Beautiful stuff. So cool. Did I miss Utena? I think you did miss Utena. I think that was earlier, but don't worry, this stream will have a VOD that you can go back and watch. But yes, RVS22, what a fantastic entry. Super cool stuff. Oh, we're so close to the end. We're so close. All right. And no, this is not all submissions. Keep in mind, for those who've just joined recently, this is just Blue Sky submissions, which is where we received the least amount of submissions. We haven't even touched Twitter or Discord submissions yet. That will likely be in another stream that will be later on. So if you want to catch that stream, make sure to turn on notifications on YouTube. Otherwise, you might miss it. So go to subscribe and turn on notifications if you want to catch that stream as well. So this is a submission by Sugar Cookie Addict, which is fitting because this is from Cookie Run. This is, I guess they don't say the character's name, but super cute submission. Oh, Milky Way Cookie. Oh, wait, Milk? Oh, Milky Way. Yeah, Milky Way. I'm losing my mind. I've been streaming for too long. Milky Cookie. Look how cute this looks. This is an adorable submission. I love the texturing here. It's wonderful. I love the, let's do this one. I love all the different little shading details on the hair here. Look how cute the facial expressions are. Look how cute this animation is. Come on, that's adorable. That's so cute. I love the use of color here. This is wonderful stuff. So great submission here. Super cute by Sugar Cookie Addict. I gotta retweet this. I can't believe I didn't. So cute. Adorable stuff. Well, repost. I'm sorry. I know it's blue sky. Whatever. I don't care. Super cute submission. Next up, this one also didn't embed, so it's just a picture, unfortunately. But this is by GXD, and it's a submission of. Oh my God! What is this Pokemon's name? I'm so bad with Pokemon names. Can I expand? There we go. That did not expand at all. Here we go. Much better. By GXD, and this is fantastic. Wait, what is their key? Like Mimikyu? Is that their name? Someone in the chat, please tell me this Pokemon's name. I'm so bad with Pokemon. But anyway, super cute. Great texturing. Only 846 Mimikyu? Okay. Mimikyu. Okay. Sweet. Fantastic. It's Pikachu. Shut up. That shit ain't not Pikachu. But yeah, great submission. Love the texturing. Super simple stuff. Now, these are the final 2 submissions of the day. And wow, I guess I saved the best for last because, well, I don't know about the best, but definitely one of the best. Really close to the best. We'll see once we actually decide the winners. But holy moly, this submission is by Dax, and what an incredible submission. Dax has been absolutely killing it in the server. They did a VTuber model that turned out absolutely fantastic looking. You know what? I'm gonna go show you it right now. That's how good it is. Yep, right here. They did this earlier. It's not a full body, but yeah, whatever. They did this VTuber model in the server recently. It just looks amazing. I wish I had the full body here, but unfortunately I don't. But anyway, they've been killing it, and this submission just looks absolutely fantastic. Look at the texturing detail. Look at the shading. Look at the eye texture. Beautiful stuff. Look how detailed the book here is. This is just wonderful choice of colors as well. This is amazing stuff. So cool. Very cool. It's amazing. Sorry, my blue sky's mess. No, you're good. You're good, Dax. But yeah, this is just an incredible submission. They're absolutely killing it with their low poly stuff. And this one's like even more detailed than their last. So amazing submission right there. So the final submission of today is by Robo Jobro, who I believe is in the chat right now. So everyone say hi to Robo Jobro. And this is their night character. And look at this. Super cool. It's getting destroyed by blue sky compression, which I'm sure is no fault of your own. But super cool model. Love the texturing and shading here as well. Great stuff. Absolutely love to see more models like this. And with that, everyone, we are done somehow. That's right. I wish we had more to go off of here, unfortunately, but unfortunately it's just those pictures for now. But thank you for your submission, RoboJoBro, and more importantly, thank you everyone for your submissions, because we're done. We are actually done now. This is somehow we have gone through all blue sky entries in one video, every single one of those. Now we're not actually done because we haven't even touched the next category, which is entries that I received on Twitter, which are going to eventually load, I'm sure. Some of these are duplicates, but I tried to avoid duplicates as much as I could. Most of them are not duplicates. And then the next category is the challenge entries we received on Discord. So I am still going to go through these on live stream. That is the plan. However, I have finite time here, so that is where we're going to wrap up today's stream. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. Thank you for your amazing submissions. You all just did a fantastic job. We're going to be looking at Twitter entries next time. So all these wonderful entries that we haven't even seen yet. Well, we did see that one. But most of these we haven't even seen yet. We have such incredible entries still to look at. So again, everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. This is going to be one of the last chances to get the course before I add more content to it, which will actually raise the price. So if you're interested in getting the low poly course and you have not gotten it yet, I'd highly recommend it. If you want to check that out, just check it out in the description below and see what it offers, because we have some amazing results from people there and some really positive reviews. And I'm super, super proud with how it turned out. So go check that out in the description below if you're interested. But thank you so, so much, everyone, for joining me today. Thank you for submitting your work. Dang, was anyone keeping count? I was not. But yeah, thank you so much for all your submissions. And yeah, thank you for joining me today. That about wraps it up, though. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. And thank you for your submissions. Oh, hi, Sylvie. Hello. I'll say hi to you before we go. But thank you for joining everyone today, and have a great, great day.